soul, and flesh, like an egg. The shell, the white, and the yolk.
I think she's on to something. We've been talking about something in the community lately over on Telegram, uh, that about NPCs, real life NPCs, the Matrix, and things like this. I had a fun conversation. So, this gal here on TikTok is talking about, she's likening the human as an egg. So your body is the shell, your spirit is the white, right? And your soul is the yolk. Isn't that how she was doing it?
I think.
Yeah. Okay. And you really have to look this up biblically speaking to see how, the flesh, the soul, and the spirit, how the three kind of work. But she brought up a really good point that when we get saved, the spirit from God and the yolk, which is our soul, that we make our choices from, the free will, gets mixed up together, and then it all goes back to God together because you can't unmix it. And I'm like, very cool. But what if Nephilim, Raphaim were born without the soul, born an egg without yolk? This does happen, okay? As a matter of fact, eggs can be, you can crack open an egg, it can have two yolks. That's kind of scary. It can have a very, very small yolk. Some eggs have a really big yolk. Some of our eggs that I've been cracking in the mornings have had really big yolks, which I'm always happy with because that's where the vitamins and stuff are. So, it can have a really big yolk. It can have a really small yolk. And every once in a while, there's no yolk. Is that where the difference between the NPCs are? Anyway, kind of an interesting analogy there. I like the way she brought that together. And if this is on TikTok, go back and watch her video, definitely. But yeah, the interesting thought, because she was bringing it in with the parable of the wheat and the tares, and what is going on there with the wheat and the tares, and why are we not plucking the tares out of the wheat, and there's a whole thing there. But what is the difference between the wheat and the tares? Well, wheat has grain in it, right? Tares, cheat, that's a different thing. So we have cheat out here. It's kind of like what I'm assuming tares are like. So, yeah, the wheat has the grain in it. So the eggs that have the yolk are the people who have the inner monologue. Some of us think in pictures, some of us think in audio, and some of us think in the whole kit and caboodle and have got a lot going on in here. And then some, I guess, don't have much going on in there. So is that the difference? I don't know. I'd love some conversation on this.